Okay, go ahead. Sahara reporter.
The question, Deputy Governor, is that you talked about electricity, and we documented how the former governor stole money that was meant for providing electricity in the last regime. So the 350 megawatts we are talking about, did it come from that one in which he diverted all the funds for his failed presidential run, or was this one your own? And secondly, regarding your own regime, at the beginning of the regime, one of the governor's aides, by the name Nyesom Wike, was found to have stashed away 3 billion naira in a personal account. It's not a laughing matter. And he was actually arrested, and eventually the judiciary was bribed to let him go, which we documented. But he's still working with the governor. How do you justify retaining such an individual in your government who is known to be corrupt, and this idea of personal responsibility for taking care of funds? And regarding the lavite, let me tell you, somebody who drank a cup of lavite is not an objective scientific proof that lavite will kill people. Because the truth is that what he drank may have been ordinary water. You need someone outside of the professor who brought you the lavite to determine whether it is destructive or has serious side effects on the people of River State. What we know about lavite is that they kill mosquitoes just for a short while. Their side effect lasts for a long time.
Yes, the professor took a cup of it and drank, but that in spite of that, we still went ahead to take some samples to be tested in our laboratory. We did not end there. We also took some samples, sent it overseas for testing, if you listen to me. So I'm not saying it's a scientific proof. I'm an engineer and I should know that. Okay? The second issue you raised is about a gentleman called Wike who stole 3 billion, you said? 3 billion naira. Let me start by telling you that that is a very wild allegation. Let me explain what happens in case, for the first time, perhaps let people hear the full story. The allegation is that he changed a government account number, removed government name, and inserted his name. Now, even a very dull person that has no brain will certainly not do that. You know why? Because even without being a government official, with 5,000 naira in your hand, you can open a new account if you walk into any bank. So why would a lawyer, he is a lawyer, the man you're talking about, why would a lawyer wanting to steal government money, the only thing he will do is to remove government's name, then insert his name? Does it not tell you that something is wrong? Okay, now that's one. The issue of him stealing 3 billion naira is completely not founded in any way. Of course, you know, we went to court, whatever you like, call it, that they bribed them. But you know, the Nigerian legal system today is not what it used to be. But bottom line of what I want to tell you is that there is a clique in our country. This clique look out for the rich states. They come in with EFCC and shake you a little and then tell you, please just go and see these people so that this issue will end once and for all. And when Wike's case came up, the present governor, Amechi, told them they should take Wike to court. If the court finds him guilty, he will not work with him one day more. And he will stand that he be prosecuted. Incidentally, some of the states who had a similar situation with us actually went to them and paid them up, and their names were removed, but Rivers State refused. Now, let me tell you so that you will know that we also know that, I don't know if Sahara Reporter is also part of that clique. Because, let me tell you what happened. I was in Abuja on a particular day. Somebody called the secretary to government from his office that there is a letter from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. And that letter said that he should direct the Commissioner for Finance, the Chief of Staff, which is the man you just mentioned, and the Accountant General to come to EFCC in Abuja. What he did was to say, okay, these people are not here. I am already in Abuja, so let me go to EFCC. So the secretary to government, who was in Abuja on that day, simply left his hotel room, went to the EFCC to tell them that, please, these people are not in the country. They will be back in the next 3 days. You know what they did? As soon as he got there, the EFCC clamped him into jail for 2 solid days before he knew that he will not be released. Sahara reporters had already published that he has been arrested. How? Because it's a click.
It's not a click.
Because it's a click.
It's what we call citizen media.
Yes, very well.
You know it before you get
Even before the man who was arrested knew that he will not be released, Sahara reporter had published. So you can see that there's something really going on there. Now, for goodness sake, what is the business of the secretary to government being arrested? He was only asked to direct some people to come to EFCC. Now, if he has gone there to tell them that these people are not around, should he be arrested? Sahara reporter was the first person to report that these people were arrested. Now, that is number one. Now, the second issue, or the first issue you raised, is about Odili, or the former governor of Rivers State, whom you purported stole so much money. Very well. We have seen the man who stole so much money. We have also seen him of recent almost being clamped into jail because he was owing a bank. Because he had so much money and yet he's owing a bank 70 million naira. I'm not here to defend him. The court of law at every point has said that he has no case. So except Sahara reporter has a case against him, let them go and establish it. But so far, all the courts of law in the Federal Republic of Nigeria has said that Odili has no case. But I'm not here to defend him. What I will say is that he did about 250 megawatts of electricity, and then the last 100 we have started, and then the next 180 we have just awarded that contract now, and we are hoping that by June we should be able to get it. I'm sure later you will tell us that we stole money here.
Very briefly, there's something I want to make it brief. Yes.
It's important, sir, that we know that. I still want to talk about the issue of Chief Wike. After the matter went to court, the Court of Appeal also said that he had no case to answer. EFCC appealed the matter. So it's important that we inform ourselves very well. I have a tremendous respect for Sahara reporters. I'm sure that Deputy Governor also one of those who believe that you are doing a good job, but we must check our facts very correctly, so we don't inform people in a way that is not right. Thank you.
There is a new Rivers State today under Right Honorable Amechi. Before now, I hardly read Nigerian papers. I go to your site and I read your stories, and they are quite informative. In fact, I don't think that this is a forum for us to attack you. Rather, we should encourage you and also place things in its proper perspective, so that we can also challenge our generation. What you are doing is important, not just for yourself, but also for our country. But we want you to do it in a way that no matter how people go around it, they cannot in any way fault your sincerity and motive. We will stand by you when you do that, and we will always continue to.
Thank you. Finally, Sowore, which is a Sahara reporter, you're my friend. I am part of this government in Rivers State. We started the struggle together with Uche Onyegochi and others. Indeed, I expect that since you have access to people like us, you will always feel free to ask and get the proper information. On the issue of you're my friend, I said we started the struggle together. On the issue of Chief Wike, I can give you documentary facts. In fact, personal check that he issued to me was added as part of the evidence against him. Because I was in court, I looked at the entire matter. In no court whatsoever can that matter succeed. It was a ruse, it's not true, it is not correct. We are very, very willing to encourage you in what you're doing. But please, always reach us and seek for information. Where we fail to give you, then you can go ahead and run your conclusions. Congrats in what you're doing. I believe in that cause. I have been part of it. I will continue to be part of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable.